Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please do hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I post Monday through Saturday. And for my returning subscribers, hi, welcome back. I know it's been quite a while since I last talked to you guys. I've just been taking a break from YouTube, focusing on the real world and everything in between and stuff, and I know I'm back normally a little earlier from when I would be from taking a break, but I wanted to be back by today, which is April 18th, because I had a very special video planned. So today in this video I'm going to be doing a movie review because I haven't done one in a long time, and today's review is going to be on My Neighbor Tortoro, and this is going to be dedicated to my little sister Tessa. Hi Tessa, because today is April 18th, which is actually her birthday. Happy birthday, Tess. I love you so much. I hope you enjoy this video. I made this especially for you. And I just wanted to be back by this day because today's her actual birthday again, which is April 18th, so I wanted to make this video for her. So, hi Tess, if you're watching this, I love you so much. And I'm going to get started. So my review is going to be on My Neighbor Tortoro. So My Neighbor Tortoro is about this Japanese anime film about these two sisters named Suzuki, who is voiced by Suzuki, who's voiced by Lisa Michelson, and May, her little sister May, who's voiced by Cheryl Chase. And they move into this house with their father while their mother is in the hospital with like tuberculosis, and they move into this house that's full of like dust bunnies and these spirits, and then after they move in, they begin this journey of meeting all these different these raccoon-looking spirits named Tortoros, and they all like help them go through hard times in their lives, like with their mom going to the hospital and like their father being in school and stuff like that, and they learn like so many things about life. It's pretty cool. Okay, so to start off, I love My Neighbor Tortoro. This is one of my favorite films. I used to watch this all the time with Tess when she was little. She loved this movie so much too. We used to watch it all the time. It's like was one of my #1 favorites. And this movie is actually mentioned in my top 10 sister movies and also my top 10 childhood films, which I'll link in the description box down below if you want to see those. And if I see more Hayao Miyazaki videos, I will do probably a top 5 or top 10 Hayao Miyazaki films. Let me know if you guys want those down in the comments below and stuff. So yeah, I really like this movie because I love like the plot, I love the characters, I love just everything about this movie. I love the animation, it's really cool. I love Japanese anime, and it's like really cool. I just love how they make the characters so cute and everything. That's one thing I really love about Japanese anime, is what they do and how they make the characters so cute. It's really awesome, and I just love everything about this movie, and it's like what a great movie for kids. Next, I'm going to talk about the director. This was directed by Hayao Miyazaki. I'm sure a lot of you guys are really familiar with Hayao Miyazaki. He makes a lot of like really awesome Japanese anime films, and I'm pretty sure he makes a lot of great short films too. I've heard he makes a lot of awesome short films as well. And they're really enjoyable. Like, I've seen a couple of them. I've only seen, actually, I think, like, two of them. I need to see more of them. So, he's done Spirited Away, which I'm really familiar with, and I love Spirited Away. It's one of my favorites. And let me know if you guys want me to review Spirited Away down in the comments below. And I also recognize Howl's Moving Castle. My cousin actually showed me that one. It was a pretty good, interesting film. I know Hayao Miyazaki movies are pretty interesting. They're also a little bit weird, but I really like that about them. Is like they have that weird tone to them, which I think is pretty cool. Next, I'm going to talk about the characters. I'm going to start with the humans, and I'm going to go by as fast as possible so then this doesn't get too long and boring. First, I'm going to talk about May. One thing I love about May is I like how she's very curious, and like she's like a little duckling. You know how like ducklings, when they see new people, like they follow everybody around? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so I like how May follows her sister Suzuki around, and she plays with her quite a lot, and I love how they have that cute little bond between them, even though they sometimes get on the wrong feet and argue all the time. But I think it's really cute how they have that cute little bond, and like I love that she follows her sister around, and I love that she is very curious about everything, and I love that she is just super funny, and I love the fact that she's just a goofball. I think she's pretty funny. And she is voiced by Cheryl Chase, and Cheryl Chase I'm pretty familiar with. I've heard her voice quite a lot in the Rugrats, like, TV shows and movies and stuff like that, so she voices the obnoxious character Angelica. So I'm very familiar with her through the Rugrats. Like, she's in All Grown Up, Rugrats in Paris, Rugrats movie, she's in Rugrats Go Wild, and stuff like that, so that's what she's in. Next, I'm going to talk about Suzuki. One thing I love about Suzuki is, like, she's very protective of May, even though she and May do have their on and off arguments, and she gets annoyed with May, but I still love the fact that she just loves May so much and stuff, and that's one thing I love about this movie is the sisterly bond, the sisterly relationship bond between May and Suzuki, because, like, I love the fact that even though Suzuki gets really annoyed with May, sometimes she still tends to worry about her, and it's kind of like the bond between me and Tess, pretty much, and I really love that about Suzuki, and I just love that she's, like, really responsible. She's voiced by Lisa Mitchelson. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. So, she's voiced by Lisa Mitchelson, and Lisa Mitchelson, I'm not familiar with her in anything else but this movie. Next, I'm going to talk about Tezuo, and he's the father there. And one thing I love about Tezuo is, like, even though he's going to school, he does his best to take care of his daughters, and, like, even though he's working on, like, his homework and everything, he does everything he can to take care of his daughters while his wife is in the hospital. With, like, I think she has tuberculosis or something. I looked it up a long time ago. Yeah, I think it's tuberculosis. So she has, like, tuberculosis. So, he's, like, doing his best to take care of the girls and focusing on school, and he does everything he can to make sure they're all right, and he does everything he can to understand what they're doing, and I love the fact that, he helps them in their time of need, and then just loves his daughters and spends a lot of time with them. And he is voiced by Greg Snagoff, and Greg Snagoff, I'm not familiar with him in anything else but this movie. Next, I'm going to talk about Kanta. So one thing I find funny about Kanta is, like, he's very, like, kind of, like, weirder on girls. Like, he seems to have a little crush on Suzuki, and he's, like, very shy, and he's, like, a little freaked out and everything, which I find super funny, and he's, like, always trying to tease her and stuff, which I think is pretty funny, but she doesn't fall for it, which I think is pretty awesome. But I like how they kind of have that start to become friends a little bit and stuff, and I love the fact that he helps her when she's going through a hard time, like, time in her life. And he is voiced by Kenneth Hartman, and Kenneth Hartman, I'm not familiar with him in anything else but this movie. Next, I'm going to talk about Nanny, who is also Kanta's grandmother. One thing I love about Nanny is I love how that she's very kind and sweet. She seems a little bit creepy, but she's very kind and sweet and helpful when the family moves into their new house, and she helps the girls, especially when their mom is in the hospital, and she comforts them and acts like a second mother to them, which I absolutely think is very sweet and stuff. And I love how she's, like, loves both the girls, like, especially after when they just move in, and she's so kind to them. And she's voiced by Natalie Cora. Natalie Cora, I'm not familiar with her in anything else but this movie. Next, I'm going to talk about Yasuka. Yasuka is the mother of Suzuki and May. So Yasuka, even though she has kind of a very small role in the film, I love how the fact that she loves her daughters, even though she's very sick with, like, tuberculosis. I think it's tuberculosis. I don't really remember. I looked it up a long time ago, but I think it's tuberculosis. Anyway, she does her best to take care of the daughters. I mean, even though she does her best to make sure the girls are alright, and then she loves them very much, and she tries as hard as she can to try to be there with them, even though she's still very ill and still needs to stay in the hospital. And then, and I'm glad that she's, like, very understanding, and she makes sure that they're okay while she's still in the hospital, and I just love the fact that she loves both the girls so much and tries everything she can to try to be with them, even though it's hard for her to leave the hospital. And she's voiced by Alexandra Kenworth, and Alexandra Kenworth, I'm not familiar with her in anything else but this movie. Next, I'm going to talk about all the creatures. So there's not that many characters, so this will go by fairly quickly. one thing I love about Tortoro is he's like this giant, big raccoon. He looks like a giant. He reminds me so much of a giant raccoon, except without like the band across his eyes, and because just the way he looks in his tail. I love the fact that he's very kind and caring, and he makes everything fun for the girls while they're going through a very hard time. Well, with their mom going through the hospital, and he shows them some fun things like how to grow plants, and he spends some time with them, make sure they're okay and everything, and I think that's really, really great, and it's like a good comfort for the girls, and I think it's just awesome, and I love how he always just makes a little fun for them when they're going through a hard time and stuff, and their dad being at school and everything, and I think that's awesome. And next I'm going to talk about the little Tortoro. So just so you guys know, there are nobody voicing these characters, which is making this go by a little bit faster. So I'm going to talk about the little Tortoros. I like the little Tortoros. I think they're super adorable. I love how they constantly follow Tortoro around, and they're constantly like always with the girls, and they're also having fun with them, like showing them about plants and everything. I think that's really awesome how they both like work together to make the girls happy and have a little fun and everything. I think that's awesome. So, and I just think it's great how they follow Tortoro around. Next I'm going to talk about the cat bus. The cat bus actually used to scare me when I was a kid. I don't know, just the way that it looked, it was like this bus. Sorry. It was like this bus, and it was like I think it had like 8 paws or something, which looked kind of creepy for a cat, and I really liked the cat bus. I like, even though it made like creepy meowing sounds, I really liked how it looked. Like I liked how it looked all furry and stuff, and I think it was awesome that it would like take them to places, and I think it was really cool that it would fly and stuff. I just thought it was pretty cool, like how it looked, and it looked like an actual yellow bus, and I thought it was amazing. I think just the way that it looked and the way that they designed it, it was really cool. So next I'm going to talk about the setting. This takes place in Japan in 1958. I really enjoy just the way it looks, and I love the drawings. I love how everything looks so realistic, pretty much for pretty much a Japanese anime film, because they make it like the artwork's really beautiful and stuff. I just am amazed just by the way everything looks and how realistic the characters look and everything. I think it's just awesome, and I love that they made it look exactly like pretty much the way Japan's supposed to be. I think it's really, really cool. And they did an awesome job on it. So I would recommend this film to anybody who likes Japanese anime films, because Japanese anime is really cool, and I really like to recommend this to anybody who likes really weird, interesting creatures, and I really, because this has some really weird, interesting creatures in it, and I also think anybody would love this film because it's a very great sisterly bonding film, and I really think anybody would just love it, just the way everything looks in this film. I just think it just looks amazing just by the texture of the art, the characters, and everything. This film is just awesome. Okay, so that was my review on my neighbor Tortoro. Again, this was for my sister Tessa. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Monday through Saturday, and I'll see you in a video soon. Bye!